we will look at filtering the markup on a PDF by reviewer and by type of markup, and changing the properties of those marks. This is very handy if you have imported a set of markup from one version to another, amalgamating markup from several reviewers, or if you just need to make elements look consistent. The first thing you want to do is open up the comments pane. So I will just start from the beginning. We'll tap on comments. And now you can see the list of markup on the right. If I click on an object on the right, it highlights it in the document. There's another one, etc. So the first thing we're going to do is use the filter, which is at the top here. We can filter all of the markup by reviewer, type of markup, the status, or even the color. What filtering does is eliminate all other markup except what you have selected. So here I only have two people who have done markup, SciEditor and Reviewer 1. I'm going to select to see only markup from Reviewer 1 just by clicking. So now the other markup has disappeared. It's still there, it's just hidden because we filtered it. And we see in the list on the right in comments that there are only comments made by Reviewer 1. So now we can work with all of these comments to make them look the same. We can click on one, hold Shift and click on the other limit to select all of the items. We see them selected on the page, plus a phantom one over here, but we won't worry about that at the moment. Now by opening properties using the keyboard shortcut Command E on a Mac, or if you're on a Windows computer, Control E, and we see the properties bar here says not as much information as we're used to seeing because it's trying to amalgamate the properties of these different kinds of marks. I have here a stamp, a text box, a text callout, and a pencil, 4 different things. I'm going to click on More, and it opens up the other style of properties box. Here, because they're all different, I can't adjust the color or opacity, but I can't change the information about the author either. If I select fewer items, such as these two, I can now access some of their properties. So here, for example, we have the text box and the text callout both selected. I should be able to change the color of them altogether. Let's make them orange, just for the sake of demonstration. And let me change the reviewer's name, just so we can see how that works. I'm going to make it Reviewer 2. Great. Now I have Reviewer 2 showing in the comments list, and Reviewer 1. But because I've told it to filter, we're only seeing that one reviewer, Reviewer 1. To see all the comments again, I will click Show Comments. Now the really handy place this comes in is when you can select the type of markup that you want to change. For example, let's say we have decided that pencil marks should be blue because red is alarming and puts everybody on edge. So I have selected to see only the pencil marks. I see one at the top right, one mid area and bottom left. They are made by 2 different reviewers. I'm going to select them all by holding Shift while I tap at the extremities. My review pane, my properties bar is already open, and I can just click on line color here and select blue. And now all my marks are blue. So similarly, we could change all of the text boxes at once. You'll see now I have 2 items selected, text boxes and pencil. I'm going to click again to deselect the pencil. I only want to work with the boxes. I'm going to scroll down, make sure I'm at the bottom. I can also use Command A or Control A to select all that's visible. And then I'm going to press More. Oh, it's not going to let me change all of those at the moment. Okay, let's try selecting fewer things. Let's check just the two text boxes. To do this, I will hold down Command or Control while I click, so I've only selected those two things. We can already see more options in the text box properties right here. We can access right from this bar. We do not have to press more. Here I can change the background color and the outline color. So now my two text boxes here and here are styled alike. You can also select items on the screen by tapping them and holding down the Command button or the Control button if you're on a Windows computer. And then here I can change these attributes in the Properties bar. I do not think the black type on a pink background is a great visibility. Let's see. I think to change that, we can only do it one at a time because you have to click in the box to access the text, which then changes the Properties bar to say Text Box, Text Properties, and then you can change the font color. You first have to select all and then apply your color change. In this filter area, you can see there are many other options for what you can select and what you can show, and how you can narrow down what's visible and change attributes all at once. The general idea is, I'm going to show all comments again so we can see the pencil marks return, and I'm going to close Properties. The main thing to remember is you can select multiple items from the comment list or from the page itself by holding down the Command key while you click, or the Control key if you're on a Windows computer, and that you generally can only adapt or change the properties of one type of object at a time, or from one type of object at a time. That's all you can do. There's a little bit of variance, but we're pretty limited to that. However, now you don't have to do them all individually. Thanks for watching.